Day 1. I wake up at 6:30 a.m. to start my travel to Mina Clavero. I take a shower, brush my teeth, and have a breakfast. At 7 a.m., I was ready to go to my destination, and since I'm traveling alone, I decided to drive. While I was driving, I listened music in my favorite podcast. The day was sunny and hot, so I turned on the air conditioning. At 9:20 a.m., I finally arrived at a cabin near the river where I'll spend the next 5 days. I'm so tired and exhausted from the heat and the travel. I took a shower, and the first thing I want to do is explore Tay area. I take a taxi and go at Las Artes and Carla Publica, where there are so many things to do. After searching, I decided to visit the Piedra Cruz Sol Museum at Ar. Mita 1012. The place was big, with white walls and large windows. Inside, everything is illuminado and in glass boxes. There were many families and kids running around. During the guided tour, I saw minerals from the 5 continents and metaphysical drawings. Now I can't decide about buying a collector's mineral. While I was seeing some monuments, a tall, older man said that it was 1 p.m. and they were closing. I'm walking white. I'm looking for some place to eat. Compared to the morning, it's much freezing now, but I forgot my jacket, so I'll have to support other weather. I'm at a cafe on Ar. San Martin 1430. The place is lovely, like a cabin, and it's called Bonafide. They have many menus, and I chose noodles with sauce and a wonderful Coca-Cola. I finished eating, and it's 3:20 p.m., but all the shops and places are closed and they won't open for another 2 hours, so I took a taxi and I'm going home to take a snack. It's very hot. It's 5 p.m., the weather changed again, and I have been thinking about visiting a river to pass the time. I decided to go to Balneario La Toma, a place for kids and adults with natural water toboggans, buoys and waterfalls, plus an area Honda. I arrived, and the place is beautiful, probably the most beautiful I've visited. I spent most of the day in the river, eating ice cream and relaxing in the sun. It's night now, and I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll find something if I walk around. While I was walking in one of the streets, I saw so much people and heard moved music. I go there and saw a stage with the title Mina Clavero Suena. Many bands played different music genres, but my favorites were Laureano and Las Valkyries. The event will be all night. Maybe tomorrow I'll visit a peacefully place. Day 2: I woke up early with a terrible headache, as I come to the cabin very late last night. I take some medicine, a shower, brush my teeth, and since the weather is coming to be cold, I put pants, a jacket, and a t-shirt. I go out thinking of exploring the city in a more lively way. So, I checked Mina Clavero's Instagram and saw that they were organizing a cycling event at Costanera Central, just for today. I'm going there. The event started at 10 a.m., so I went to a tea house called Sabores de Olio. The place was very aesthetic, with pink walls, white furniture, and chip. Unfortunately, I had to wait a long time to take a seat, as in the place was so much people and part of the local was under renovation. After a long wait, I finally got a table and ordered a milkshake, apple juice, and a sandwich because I'm moving so much, and unless I take my bocar I will throw all the food. At 9:10 a.m., I finished his breakfast and I was going to take a taxi to Costanera Central, but the app was down, so I took a bus instead. I arrived at 10:10 a.m., where the guide told me to rent a bicycle for $5,000 for 3 hours. We cycled through the mountains, with water and rest stops along the way. I met 2 girls called Alice and Grace. They would spend 2 days in Mina Clavero, and if didn't rain or get too cold they would visit Cura Brochero the next morning. Like they just met. They asked if I wanted to go with them. Since I had no more activities to do, I agreed. We decided to eat at a near restaurant called Olivia. It's a spacious, open place with plants and flowers decorating the area and beautiful drawings on the walls. We sit down, and each ordered our food. I chose Mediterranean Milanesa, Alice opted for gnocchis with file-2 sauce, and Grace had mushroom ravioli. We talked all the lunch. In the afternoon, we visited the Cactus Botanical Garden. To make it more enjoyable, we rented scooters until 9 p.m. The place was like a fairy dream, with lights and so much types of cacti, some with flowers, others tall, short, white, or spineless. We left at 6 p.m. and spent the evening walking and eating ice cream. Finally, we visited the Handicraft Museum at night. They had everything from collars to clothing, all handmade. I bought a guitar decorated with colorful flowers. After a long day, I'm back home and I'm ready to sleep. Tomorrow, I'll go to a new destination with my new friends. Day 3, I woke up at 6 p.m. and together with Alice and Grace, we headed to Cura Brociero. We arrived at 8 a.m. and the first thing we did was go to Café de la Villa for breakfast. The place had a rustic, well-lit, and spacious atmosphere, which I found more comfortable than the cafes in Mina Clavero. We all ordered a traditional Argentine breakfast, croissants, juice, pastries, coffee, while chatting. At 10 a.m., we visited the Hotel Villa Cura Brociero, which shared the same rustic and casual style as the cafe. By 11 a.m., we took a guided tour of the Santuario de Nuestra Señora del Trónsito y Santo Cura Brociero, exploring the sanctuary and curate Brociero's tomb. It was a beautiful and illuminated place. We had lunch at 1 p.m. at Restaurante El Mesón, sharing some Arabic empanadas. The weather was warm and sunny, so we decided to go horseback riding around Villa Cura Brociero. Along the way, we saw flocks of sheep and cows, as well as a shepherd dog. It was adorable. However, I think Alice should learn to ride horses better, as she's now quiet and suffering from a headache and muscle pain. At 6 p.m., we took a guided tour of the Casa de Ejercicios Espirituales and its facilities. I loved the place, and we had meaningful conversations with several nuns about our desires and virtues. We had dinner at 8 p.m. at Pizzeria La Casa de la Abuela, ordering a large pepperoni pizza, cheese, and the inevitable Coca-Cola. Afterwards, each of us retired to our hotel rooms to rest and prepare for the next day. Day 4 : at 8 a.m., we woke up and decided to have breakfast at the hotel, curious about the food quality. We ordered smoothies and croissants. By 9 a.m., we joined a guided hike with an environmental protection group through the Altos Cumbres Trail, offering breathtaking views. The guides shared the benefits of hiking, emphasizing landscape and species conservation. They provided tips on environmental care and animal protection. At 12 p.m., we lunched at Restaurante El Rancho near the trail, a peaceful spot with excellent service. We shared a delicious asado. At 3:30 p.m., we visited the Museo de Cura Brociero, admiring its exhibitions. We appreciated the beautiful decorations, curate Brociero's quarters, and learned about his life story, miracles, and humanitarian work. At 5:30 p.m., we snacked at Café de la Villa again, ordering cake slices and coffee. We spent the rest of the day strolling around. The hotels and houses had a unique, charming atmosphere. I considered moving here someday. Everything was beautiful. Day 5. Today is the last day of our vacation, and we'll each return home this afternoon. Lacking energy, we decided to spend the morning in our hotel rooms. However, Alice had an idea: create a journal documenting our 5-day adventure, including photos, stories, and details of the places we visited. Each of us would make our own journal and exchange it with the others. Alice would give hers to Grace, Grace would give hers to me, and I'd give mine to Alice. At 5 p.m., we decided on a final activity: go shopping for souvenirs. We visited the Tierra Santa store, which offered a wide variety of products and photographs. Alice bought a heart-shaped keychain with a cross, while Grace purchased personalized keychains with our names. I opted for t-shirts with Villa Cura Brociero printed on the front and a heart on the back. During our drive, Grace suddenly stopped on the road, exclaiming she'd found the perfect image for our journal covers: purple flowers and beautiful mountains. It was then that I came up with the perfect title for our last-minute vacation, during which I'd made new friends. As soon as I got back in the car, I start writing, last-minute guide, 5-day vacation ideas.